here at YCS Philly. My goodness, please introduce yourself to the world, man.
Hey, I'm James Kim. Came top 16 at YCS Philly today. With Labrynth.
Labrynth?
Yeah.
My goodness, when did you decide to play this deck for this event, man?
Why did I decide?
Yeah.
It just seemed I don't really play too much Yu-Gi-Oh right now, so I just wanted to pick a deck with like a pretty high win rate, and like I was just like looking at replays and stuff on DB and stuff, and it just had like a really high win rate. Whereas like cash and stuff purely, they were all close to like 50% or so. So I just thought like if I could learn this deck like kind of decently well, I could like top with it and maybe even win.
And you did, my goodness.
Yeah.
Before we start the actual deck profile, any shout outs?
Yeah, big shout out to Camden Games. They're the ones sponsoring this trip right now. I wouldn't be here without them. And I'd like to shout out all my friends over here. Special shout out to Chang for lending me the deck. Yeah.
Okay, sweet. Without further ado, please show us the top 16 games.
Yeah. For hand traps, I went with these ones over here. And 2 Imperm, I guess. 3 Nib, just because it's like most impact, even though it doesn't have like the most coverage. Gamma, it was just really good in this deck right now. It's good going second, and it's good like to hit the Ash and on the extravagance and the welcomes. Ash, just because it's like just generically okay for Swiss. It's probably not the best hand trap overall versus a lot of decks, but it's just okay. And then I went with 2 and 2. I went with 2 and 2 just for like more coverage with these, because these ones I find like are just okay for some decks. Yeah. And then for the engine, 1, 2, 2, 3, 2, 1. These were all right ratios. I should probably change this to 3. 2 of these is fine. I'd want to play 6 total, not just 5.
So the third one did come up?
Yeah, I mean, I took it out because I took it out for a 6 welcome, because a lot of times when I was like play testing, it was like this plays into hand traps more, and like I would lose like a real card to like a Bell or something, and that's like when I really lost in post side. That's why I wanted to cut down on these, but I think I would cut some other cards instead. And I didn't mind the 6 welcomes. I usually side out the 5th just welcome Labrynth, but yeah, I don't know, it could go down. For spells, 3 extra and the field spell. Field spell is good for grind, and a lot of times you're just plussing, so you just want to set something else other than the welcomes. Extras were great. I kind of want to maybe fit in like 1 Prost or so. And then 6 welcomes. They're good. This one's amazing. This one could go down to 2 potentially. And then for my traps, I decided to go with the viruses. To me, I thought my thinking was like, even though like they're not the best in Swiss, they would help me out more in Top Cut when like you know what you're playing against.
Yeah.
So I mean, which it did. Like in Swiss, they were kind of shit, but in Top Cut, I played for Super Heavy Samurai. Like I know he's playing Super Heavy, so you just deck heavy them once they have a monster on the field, and then like it's just an auto win. And then these were like my other utility traps. This one was okay. This is great. This one probably should be taken out. Not like versus purely, you want to set this up, but like you can't, because they're always chain blocking lady, so you can't ever really get to this. Changes for the main deck.
Did I miss floodgates? You're not using floodgates in there?
No, not floodgates. Like
skill drain?
No, like I didn't really need them. It's just the whole point is to like gain advantage, and then like I get like the utility traps depending on like what matchup I want to play versus. Like this is versus like generic decks. This is versus super heavy, Cashtera, like generic, purely in cash. Like, and like you're supposed to like be able to like set up one of these depending on what deck you're playing versus, and then you coup pocket them, and then you're able to like use whatever trap you need on that turn. So skill drain was very unnecessary.
You just say it was 40?
Yeah, 40 card main deck. You don't need more than 40 in this deck, but yeah. The problem with skill drain too is like you can't advance your own game state under it, so like you slow them down, but you also slow yourself down a lot. And then this deck is just good enough to like just grind and beat like almost every other deck, I feel like. Extra. Most of it is just extra for punishment targets, fusions, 2, 2, 1, 3. Went to Chaos Angel a lot. Went to Baron once.
Oh, so Chaos Angel, third copy at third mode is just that extravagant.
I'm not too sure. I think it did. Just because I would bash 2 off extra and then the third one would come up. And then 2 Mudcracker. This is for punishment. This one I want to play just to have a generic link to like just to even like link with. Helps me like clear my field too. So like sometimes I would I'd be able to like make this pop off the monster and then I activate one of my traps. And then if they have Asher for it, then I could gamma them. Because a lot of times like well, I lost a lot of Dyros, so I nibbed a lot of people game 1, and then like my board was clogged for gamma, so I can't really do anything. And then for side, 2 Gamma Seals, 3 Bell, mostly for the mirror, Ghost Ogre, Imperm for like the third trap, hand traps versus depending on what deck you play, 1 Duster. I did side the skill drains. They were okay. Definitely won a game or 2, but like I don't know if they're necessary for this deck. The strikes, they were mainly for like when I go first, I want to set up these utility traps depending on what deck I play versus. So like the only way they could really stop it is usually with like Ash or Bell or something, and then that's where the strikes come in, and then I'm able to like freely set whatever I want, and then like just beat them with that. I had 1 extra spot. I just threw this in here because like I was playing versus like a lot of super heavy, and like this card would destroy them. And I thought it would be good for Swiss too, because like I was expecting like even like Math Mech and Purely and stuff. I never saw it. I probably would want like a 3rd Gamma Seal and maybe a Called By. Oh no, sorry. Definitely a 3rd Gamma Seal and Bystials. I missed the Bystials for sure. Yeah, 2 of my losses, I was X2-1 in Swiss. 2 of my losses, well, 1 loss in Swiss was the mirror match I just lost right now. Top 16 to Ryan Yu in mirror match because I definitely didn't know it as well. I mean, the first loss I lost because like I didn't see any furniture cards and they did, so that's like unavoidable. But top 16, I think I could have played it a little bit better if I knew the deck better for mirror match. But other than that, like I was just hoping to like play this deck for other matchups, and then just crush them that way. But yeah.
Oh man, well, hey man, still congrats on the top. You know?
Yeah, thanks.
And until next time, everyone.